Starting lineups for the Mount Vernon Rams. Number 5, Parker Creel, 5'9" senior.
Look for him to be guarding Anthony Jones tonight, Rob. Going to try to keep him from penetrating.
Number 15, Jason Harrison, 5'10" senior. Number 32, J. Paul Deaton, a 6'1" senior. Number 42, Darius Moore, a 6'1" junior. And number 55, D'Artagnan Blunt, a 6'1" senior. The Rams are coached by Doug Creel. He's assisted by Quinn McClure and Tim Holloway. Junior varsity Rams lost by 3 earlier this evening in a heartbreaker. The game they led almost the entire way.
Just about.
Only to lose by 3 at the end.
Well, Rob, they're going to be able to tell when they watch this game that when Mount Vernon scores, we got those Ram fans right next to us. And, of course, we got Orphan fans all around us.
I tell you what, though, Dave, it's not as bad last year over at Belleville East in the sectional semifinals. And Byron Marlowe and I were in the midst of a sea of red. Talk about feeling on an island.
Everything turned out okay, though, that night, though, didn't it?
Couldn't have been better.
Yep.
33-22. Mount Vernon on top. And Lance Markham, a 6'2" senior, number 4. Number 10, Brian Dinkelman, a 5'10" senior. Brian Dinkelman, an excellent all-around athlete. Number 20, Anthony Jones. He's a 5'11" junior. And the big sophomore, Matt Shaw, number 34, a 6'6" sophomore. 54, John Smith, a 6'6" senior, played tight end on their football team. Centralia coached by Rick Moss. He's assisted by Chuck Lane, Roger Shaw, Roger Stig, and Brent Stewart. Once again, maybe not as contrasting as it was last Friday at Cairo, but it should be a contrast in style. Centralia likes to get up and go a little bit. Mount Vernon, of course, slows things down, a little more deliberate, more patient on offense. Centralia with more firepower. Lance Markham, a great outside shooter. I don't know if we have anybody that can match his outside shooting prowess.
Just got to guard him. Anthony Jones is the one that can break us down defensively, though. That's why I believe we'll see Parker Creel on him.
And then the thing that we really have no answer for is the 2 6'6" kids in the middle.
You bet. Rams steal the tip.
We're getting pretty good at that, Dave.
Yeah, we are.
Centralia comes out in the zone. Mount Vernon working it around. Moore trying to post up down low on Smith. Moore, 6'1". Big John Smith, 6'6", 230.
Well, we know Centralia has seen us enough this year.
Steal by Dinkelman. Goes for the layup. Fouled by Harrison.
D'Artagnan a little bit lackadaisical there with his ball handling. Didn't see the man coming up from behind and got the steal. Took almost a minute off the clock. Dinkelman misses the free throw.
Free throw no good. And Dave, those as a sophomore, Dinkelman's free throws that he missed.
You bet, I remember.
In that sectional semifinal game were backbreakers. He makes
one
of two.
Yeah, he missed about 3 or 4 of them there.
Moore in the paint. There's a little bit of a gap between the 2 and the 3 in that 2-3 zone. Moore moves down low.
Want to get the travel?
No, he shot it up under the basket, hit the back of the backboard. No call. Pretty good defense. Smith had him pushed down in the well.
Going to be hard.
Moore couldn't get back up on the good side of the backboard.
Going to be awfully hard to score underneath against those big boys in there. Well, they got Parker on Markham right now.
Harrison has Jones. Blunt on Dinkelman. Moore has Smith, and Deaton has Shaw. He's walking, wasn't he?
Looked like he dragged his pivot.
I'm crying already. We played a minute and 42 seconds, and I'm crying for a walking call. Deaton and Shaw go down. Shaw holds his wrist.
Looks like he did. Now he gives Deaton a push.
Shaw may have fallen hard on that wrist. I think they got their feet a little bit tangled up.
Oh, he just backed into Deaton.
Double down from Harrison on Smith. He dribbles, backs it out, gets it to Jones. Jones. Smith tries to drive, and it gets it to go. John Smith. Orphans 3, Rams no score. 5.5 minutes left in the first period. Deaton looking for more. Creel gets a pick from Deaton. Blunt, they look for Moore. Smith content to play behind Moore.
Rams really having trouble getting a shot.
They tried to bounce it into the cutter. Shaw came up with it, and then he was sandwiched between Deaton and Moore. They're going to call the foul on Deaton.
Well, Doug said we're going to have to do at least 85% of what we do right tonight. We're not off to a very good start.
We might be a little bit below that here in the early going, but that's the key. It is the early going. Dinkelman. They call a foul on Deaton, and that's 2 on Deaton.
We're going to be reaching down to the sophomores tonight. Here comes Tony Fitzpatrick now. Tony's a strong kid, looks pretty good in spots.
Well, Fitzpatrick and Shaw know each other.
Oh, yeah.
Smith up and in.
We cannot let them
to an early 5-0 lead.
Can't let them receive the ball down that low.
Well, we got a break right there.
Sure did.
Pass by Blunt was deflected. Shaw almost came up with it. Into the Centralia lineup, number 5, Jason Palmer, a 5', 10" senior. Moore inbounds to Blunt. Rams need to get off the schneid, as my old partner Jeff Hacker used to say.
I was thinking that same thing.
Down low to Moore, he turns. Back to Blunt. Down low to Moore, he turns. I think they had Smith kind of grabbed him by the shoulder as he tried to turn.
I think Darris, with those big guys under there, was going to have to maybe bring out his little baby hook, little jump hook tonight.
I think I've seen him shoot that baby hook a little bit.
Yeah, he's pretty good at it.
Moore gets it. Back to Blunt. Palmer all over D'Artagnan Blunt. The count is on. 5 seconds.
We've had 4 turnovers and no shot attempts so far. And we're halfway through the first quarter.
We have played exactly 4 minutes. Centralia 5, Mount Vernon no score. Not the kind of start I'm sure the Rams and their coaching staff wanted to get off to tonight. They lay off of Palmer. They know he won't shoot. Shaw turns, no good. Moore with a big rebound. I think Shaw expected some contact, and when he turned and it wasn't there, Creel guarded by Dinkelman, drives into the paint, dishes to low to Moore. Parker Creel to Darius Moore, and the Rams are on the board.
Parker broke down their defense.
Palmer from 16 feet.
He does not shoot often.
If he makes that all night, we're in a heap of trouble.
Yeah, you bet.
7-2 Centralia, 3:05 left. Parker Creel pump fake down low to Moore. Foul by Dinkelman.
Kevin Wiggs has a foul, though, on Centralia there.
Darius Moore will go to the line to shoot 2 with 3 minutes, 3 seconds left in the first period. See if we can cut into that 7-2 Orphan lead. First free throw. Good.
Well, Mount Vernon's certainly not a come-from-behind team, and certainly wouldn't be a good place to try to do that here tonight.
I agree with you wholeheartedly, Dave Farley. Jones returns to the Centralia lineup. Dinkelman sits down with his first foul. Moore makes them both, and it's 7-4 Centralia. Mount Vernon with 3 team fouls. Centralia with 2. Palmer pops up high, receives the pass. Down low to Shaw, turns, shoots, and scores. Inbounds to Harrison. Gets it back to Moore. Back to Harrison.
I didn't see it.
2:41 remaining, first period.
5th turnover.
Lance Markham. Jones kicks it to Markham. Comes around the top. Finds Palmer. Head coach Moss calls out a new play. Looks like the Rams have gone zone. Jones runs through. Markham on top. Jones, they look for Shaw on the wing. Jones. Shaw trying to post up Fitzpatrick. They bump down low. Try to get it to Smith. Oh, Harrison almost has the steal, but it's out of bounds. It'll be Centralia basketball underneath their own basket.
Jason does an excellent job of helping out on defense when the pass goes down low. Did it again that time.
Here's Markham from 3. Good.
Can't let him get feeling good.
Blunt breaks through the double team. Got a man coming from behind. Palmer with a push out on Fitzpatrick. They run a set inbounds play. Markham will knock down that 3 all night long if we let him have that.
Yeah, Markham nails a 3 and he takes a seat. That's fine with me. Let him cool off a little bit.
Into the Mount Vernon lineup, number 45, Matt Barnfield, a 6'2" sophomore. He replaces fellow sophomore Tony Fitzpatrick. 12-4 Orphans enjoy an 8-point lead. Minute and a half left, first period. Creel trying to break down Jones. Barnfield back to Creel. Creel drives.
Out of bounds.
Harrison received the pass with 1 foot on the line. Another turnover for the Rams. Number 24, Jamal Palmer, a 6'1" senior, replaces Big John Smith. Dinkelman also back into the lineup.
You've seen them 3 or 4 times this year, Rob. They like to substitute, don't they?
Yeah, and I'll tell you, one kid that hasn't been in yet, I thought he was their 6th man, is Terry Edson's son, right. Caleb Edson. Jones from 3, air ball, jump ball, possession arrow in favor of the Orphans.
Markham quickly back in.
And speak of the devil, here comes the senior, number 11, Caleb Edson. 6'1". They list him at 165.
He's a shooter. Did very well in the Country Company's three-point shoot last year.
Well, we didn't let him have that same inbounds play. Markham inbounds, and then he pops to the corner and gets a screen.
That's the old Mike Beavis play, wasn't it?
I believe you're right. Yeah. The rifleman, Lucas McCain.
Yep.
I thought Harrison was going to get a steal. A little trap from the Rams. They try to trap Markham over the top. Shaw, 22 seconds left, first quarter. Centralia 12, Mount Vernon 4. And the hometown fans have liked what they've seen so far. Down to 10, 9, 8. Caleb Edson drives, shoots the 16-footer, and scores. At the end of the first period, Centralia 14, Mount Vernon 4. We'll be back for the second quarter right after this. Welcome back to Mount Vernon Rams basketball. I'm Rob Wild alongside Dave Farley. Behind the camera, the best in the business, Jeff Crow. Dave Farley, let him rip.
Thanks to these people, the gallery at 30th and Broadway featuring Jackson Jewelers, cars for men and women, Mount Vernon TV and Appliance, Kevin Martin State Farm Insurance, BFC Bicycle Fitness Center, One Arm Martinizing, Cheney and Karch Insurance, Mount Vernon Networks, King City Cash Stone and Pawn, Off-Broadway Dry Cleaners, and One Stop Flooring America. Thanks to those people.
Thank you, Dave. Those are our Mount Vernon Rams basketball sponsors. Down low to Moore. He scores, and he's fouled by Edson. And that's just what the doctor ordered.
Yeah, we needed something like that. That gets us back to within 8. Both teams shooting very well. Unfortunately, we're not getting near the shots that Centralia has. They were 6 out of 7 the first quarter. We just took our second attempt and made it. All the points on the board have been from Darius Moore.
And he completes the three-point play. It's 14-7, Centralia. Early stages of the second quarter here in historic Trout Gymnasium. Centralia possibly going to get a new high school and a new gym. Congratulations to them if they could. It'd sure be nice if Mount Vernon could get a new high school and or a new gym.
Here, here.
In the paint, Edson shoots and scores. The microwave, instant offense. He comes in scoring. He's 2 for 2.
Nice shot, nice release. Barnfield stayed in the game, Rob, and they're aware of where he is out there.
Smith denying. Stolen by Dinkelman. He scores a layup. Matt Barnfield chased down
Got to be more
the pass,
careful.
but he wasn't aware that they were coming.
Yep. And we're losing contact here, Rob.
Yeah, Dinkelman just stole it clean.
Yep.
Parker Creel, no good, rims out. And Dinkelman cleans the glass. Centralia 18, Mount Vernon 7, 6:25 left. Second quarter. Smith, the only big man in there. Centralia with 4-guard offense. Markham from downtown, no good. Dinkelman with yet another rebound. Edson in the corner. Dinkelman drives in, Thinks about it, thinks better. Markham again, short, no good. Smith with the big rebound, batted away. Markham from 14, good. Inbounds to Parker Creel. He's got a step on Dinkelman with the left hand, too hard. John Smith on the rebound. Here comes Dinkelman pushing it up, drives into the paint, kicks it to Markham. Dinkelman backs it out. Moss going to call a 20-second timeout. Actually, I was looking at their coach, and I'm thinking, man, that's a play. Whatever play he's calling looks like the same signal for a 20-second timeout. I couldn't imagine he'd be calling a timeout, but they certainly did.
Yeah, things going their way.
20-7. Centralia on top, 5.5 minutes left in the second quarter. And Dave, it's just not pretty at all.
Where my worst fears are coming true. We wanted to stay close at first, try to weather the storm. We knew they'd come out, revved up and excited about playing the Rams here in their own gym. But unfortunately, we're starting to lose contact. We have really got to get back to within 10 points here, or inside of 10 points before halftime.
Matt Shaw back into the Centralia lineup. They go with Shaw, Edson, Smith, Markham, and Jason Palmer. For what seems like 7 or 8 years, I've been confused by Jason and Jamal Palmer.
Right.
Edson bounces it down low to Shaw, and a nice steal by Moore, and he bounces it off Shaw. It'll be Mount Vernon basketball.
That's the first Orphan turnover.
Pretty solid ball handling. Smith all over Moore. Moore gets it into Blunt. They triple teamed him. Somebody's got to be open. Blunt turns back the other way, finds Deaton, who has returned to the lineup with 2 fouls. Harrison to Creel in the corner, down low to Moore. Open momentarily, shoots no good, and Markham gets the carom. Edson thought about driving in, thought better of it, backed it out. Markham on top. He's guarded by Parker Creel. Picks up his dribble, maybe a bit too soon, finds Palmer. Palmer down low to Smith. Smith spins on Deaton, puts up a tough shot. Shaw with a big rebound. It wouldn't go, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Boy, Shaw doing a good job getting up and reaching over. The Ram, who had pretty good position, didn't look like he committed the foul in doing so either.
Shaw's first free throw off the back iron. And a lot of people might have said Shaw was over the back. I like to clarify that, and there's a difference between over the back and over the top. He was over the top, and he missed both of them. That's a break for the Rams. Shaw, normally an excellent free throw shooter.
Yeah, he did it the Adrian Davis way, didn't he?
Yes. You don't have to have great position if you can jump that high and reach over guys and grab the rebound without being on their back. Blunt walks. Doug Creel talking it over with Kevin Wiggs. It looks like Doug got some measure of satisfaction as Wigg explained the call.
8th turnover on the Rams.
Centralia 20, Mount Vernon 7. Markham, alley-oop, yes. Beautiful assist from Lance Markham to Caleb Edson. Harrison pushes it up, finds Creel. Creel calls out 2. Down low to Moore. Back to Blunt. Blunt yells at Tom Jackson to call a foul as Parker Creel drains the 3.
Well, we know Parker can score a lot of points in a hurry like he did down at Cairo last week.
Creel talking it over with Wiggs. Traveling is the call.
Wow. Wasn't he dribbling while he traveled there? I might have seen a carry or something.
That's palming to the nth degree.
Yeah.
Jones returns, replaces Jason Palmer. Barnfield back into the Mount Vernon lineup.
For Deaton.
Deaton going to sit down. 3:16 left, first half. Centralia 22, Mount Vernon 10. Harrison. Parker Creel has a notion, puts up a tough shot, rejected, slips it to Moore. And Shaw, I believe, with 2 blocked shots in one trip.
I think you're right.
Markham. Look at Smith holding Barnfield off with one arm. That's strength. Centralia resets the offense. Parker almost got there. Markham down low to Shaw. He turns and scores.
Can't stop that.
We just don't have any answer for that.
They're 11 out of 15 from the field.
Creel picks it up. Bounces it to Moore. Down low to Blunt. Blunt with an extra.
Whoa! How'd he get that up there?
Centralia coaching staff say Blunt was out of bounds, and I actually thought I saw his foot on the line.
I did too.
Parker Creel with a steal. Can he go coast to coast? Yes, he scores, and he's hammered. That's just what we needed right there. We get it back down to single digits.
Great play there from Parker. One thing we know, our kids are not going to quit.
Deaton back in for Barnfield. Exactly 2 minutes left in the first half. Edson back in for Centralia. Markham going to sit down.
Boy, Edson's done a good job when he came in. He had 6 quick points for the Orphans.
Grandson of Bob Edson.
Oh, we got a break.
Well, I don't know how they can complain about that. 2 6'6" kids in white jerseys go up with a 6'1" kid in an orange jersey. Ball goes out of bounds. Surely one of the taller kids knocked it out. Surely.
It's hard to
say, don't call me Shirley.
I was just going to say it's hard to tell from here, Rob.
Down low to Moore. In traffic, He scores. It's an 8-point game, 24-16. Full court pressure. Dinkelman picked up by Blunt. Blunt can't believe it.
Blunt's got to get in control of his emotions there.
That's 2 on Big D.
Michael Dogan will be coming in. We don't want D'Artagnan to get his 3rd foul here before half.
Blunt tells Dogan that he's got Dinkelman. Deaton sits down. Fitzpatrick back in. Creel goes with Parker Creel, Michael Dogan, Tony Fitzpatrick, Darius Moore, and Jason Harrison. Rams in a man-to-man. I believe man-to-man. Shaw kicks it back to Dinkelman. Dinkelman to Edson. Edson down low to Smith. We didn't get the help. Fitzpatrick had help for a second, and then everybody ran off.
Right.
Well, that's a backbreaker with 1:16 left in the half. We really needed to get a stop there.
Smith's a much better offensive player than he was last year. Saw D'Artagnan coming back in.
Deaton and Blunt both return. Mount Vernon with the original starting 5. Smith with an opportunity to complete the 3-point play. Rattles out, no good. Rebound by Moore. Uncharacteristic free throw shooting from the Orphans. They're usually deadly at the line. Deaton bounces it to Moore. He turns, drives on Smith. Rejected. Deaton gets it to Creel. Short, no good. On the floor, Moore tried to get it to Creel.
I think Darris must have thrown it off of Smith there on the baseline.
I couldn't see. I was screened a little bit. Harrison will trigger the inbound with 53 seconds left. Gets it to Blunt. Harrison on top. 26-16. It was a 10-point lead at the end of the first quarter. Blunt bounces it down to Moore.
Had to be a foul there.
Yeah, he shoved him 2 feet. They got to call that.
We'll go to the free throw line, too, here.
Sorry about that, Dave.
It's all right.
Stepping all over
Hey,
you.
I'm doing the same to you. It's because we're both excited. We're in Trout Gym.
I hear you.
Yep.
It's a great place to play. I got to play a few games here my freshman and sophomore years. Probably one of the most disappointing things in my life was I never got to play here in a varsity uniform.
Well, you should have.
22 seconds left, first half. Mount Vernon down by 10. Be nice to get a bucket to take some momentum into the locker room.
Sure would.
Creel out front, finds Blunt. We're down to 8, 7, 6. Got to push it down in there. Deaton down low to Moore. Just what we wanted. Slapped away by Dinkelman. Oh, and he threw one up into the rafters. No call. Darius Moore under the basket, went up, slapped away. Great defense by the Orphans at the end of the first half. Centralia 26, Mount Vernon 16. We'll be back with a little bit of halftime analysis right after this. Welcome back to Trout Gymnasium. This South 7 Conference matchup between these two longtime rivals. Centralia with the first possession of the second half. That's a double dribble. He's looking right at it and didn't call it. Centralia 26, Mount Vernon 16. Dinkelman to Markham. Jones. Parker Creel dives on it, gets it to Jason Harrison. Turnover for the Orphans. Parker Creel down low. Moore turns, shoots. Won't go. Tipped by Deaton. Moore recovers. Passes it to Harrison, and he gets it back to Blunt. Bounces it down low to Moore. He's double teamed. Gets it to Parker Creel. And Shaw with an excellent defensive play. Dinkelman finds Shaw, who returns the pass. Smith. Markham. Rams trying to cover a lot of ground out of that zone. Jones bounces it to Smith. Dangerous pass.
Oh, yeah. Don't know how it got through.
Down low to Shaw. He backs in. Good help from Deaton. Dinkelman from three.
Way
No
strong.
good. Harrison high for the rebound. Shaw ties up Harrison. Possession arrow in favor of the Mount Vernon Rams. 6:10 left in the third period. Neither team has scored in the third period. It's still 26-16.
Orphan press knocks it out of bounds. We're having trouble getting it in.
And right behind Darius Moore.
We'll go long.
Blunt comes up with it, scores.
Yeah.
I started
how you
mentioning
solve that.
Channel 3 in the house. Markham in the corner, back to Jones. 26-18, Mount Vernon has it down to single digits. Now we need another stop. Markham on the wing. Jones drives down low to Shaw. Saved by Moore off Shaw, and Harrison gets it before it goes out of bounds. Creel calling for the stack play. Blunt down low to Moore. Gets a pick from Deaton, and we're in business.
This is encouraging because in most of Centralia wins, they put the other team away early in the third quarter. We're taking that away from them tonight.
Deaton had Smith walled off. Look at Smith just banging. He's upset.
Look at him.
He's upset. Well, Deaton had him walled off and Moore. He couldn't get to him, and he just slung Deaton out of the way as Moore scored. Markham drains the three.
Free shot. I didn't see it, Rob. What happened?
Well, Blunt got hit in the face, lost his composure a little bit, turned the ball over. When Smith came up with it and Blunt came, Smith went to the floor. Whether he was fouled by Blunt, I'm not sure. They're talking it over with Blunt, and Blunt said, well, if you'd have called the original foul when I got hit in the face, maybe I wouldn't have lost my composure. Starting to heat up here in Old Trout Gymnasium.
That may be too far.
Harrison tries to outrun Markham. It's off Markham.
Yeah.
Great hustle by Harrison.
Oh, beautiful. Mount Vernon Ram basketball there, buddy. What were they doing throwing that pass down there like that anyway?
Creel to Moore from 12 feet, yes.
He can make that.
29-22, 4.5 minutes left, third period.
Rams have outscored them 6-3 here early in the third quarter. Oh, just about had to steal.
Gets a steal. Back to Dinkelman. Palmer. Markham. Palmer drives into the paint. He's getting up in the air. Smith, no good, gets his own rebound, and he's fouled by Moore. Watch Palmer on those, Dave. He's jumping when he passes. He's not real sure who he's going to pass to. Twice he's found a man at the last second, but that's the kind of play you get in trouble on when you leave your feet
right.
To pass. They're going to say Smith was not in the shooting, so it'll be out of bounds. That foul on Moore was his first. And they call it on Shaw. Moss wanted to call on Parker Creel, but they got Shaw underneath the basket.
That last break we had Edson coming in for Dinkelman, a couple of Irvington kids. What are they going to talk over here?
Full court pressure from the Orphans. Parker Creel gets it back to Harrison. Long pass intercepted by Edson. Edson about loses his shoe. Markham from three. Yes.
That's a killer.
Harrison beats the press. Picks up his dribble, bounces it to Creel. Down low to Moore. To Blunt. Blunt won't go. Shaw with the rebound.
Had it down to 7 with a chance to get it down lower. Instead, we're down by 10. They have the ball.
Well, the long pass intercepted by Edson was the real crusher in that sequence.
Well, you want to go diagonally, but they just did a good job covering it.
Tipped away by Deaton. A diving defensive play.
How many times did we say that in the night, huh?
Kicked out of bounds by the Rams.
Pass a little bit too low for Darius to handle.
Dinkelman replaces Edson. Full court pressure here by the Rams. Palmer splits that. Markham, no good. Moore with the big rebound. 2:40 left, third period. Centralia back up by 10, 32-22. Down low to Moore. He turns on Smith, backs in, and gets it to go. Unbelievable shot.
How's he get that shot up there? That's 15 for Darris. You think he can play for this team, Rob?
I don't know. Some people say he can't.
Yeah.
In the Mount Vernon student section, and a hats off to the Chaos Corner. They're here in force, chanting defense, defense. Shaw from 15 feet, yes.
They continue to burn the nets.
Jump ball.
Their ball.
Timeout, Mount Vernon, 1:48 remaining, third period. Centralia back up by 10, 34-24.
We'd like to thank our sponsors. The gallery at 30th and Broadway featuring Jackson Jewelers, cars for men and women, and Mount Vernon TV and Appliance. Kevin Martin State Farm Insurance, bringing you auto, life, fire, and health insurance. BFC Bicycle Fitness Center. Go in there and talk to Bernie Dick Knight for all your biking needs. One Arm Martinizing, the Harrison family taking care of the most in dry cleaning over there. Cheney and Karch Insurance, your independent insurance group. Mount Vernon Networks, your local Sprint PCS dealer. King City Cash Loan and Pawn, our inventory is overflowing. Off-Broadway Dry Cleaners. Ask about our member-to-member discounts. And One Stop Flooring America. We make it a joy to decorate.
And get well soon wishes go out to young Eric Lyday of One Stop Flooring America. He broke his wrist, I understand, at school. So sixth grader hopefully be healthy in time for baseball.
Where's he play his baseball at?
He's one of our JCSA kids. He plays for his dad, Larry Lyday, one of our coaches. 34-24. Centralia to inbound.
That's 5.
Long pass for Dinkelman. Markham to Shaw. Dinkelman on top. Mount Vernon into man-to-man. Markham tries to create off the dribble. Back to Smith. They look for Shaw down low. A lot of contact there between Smith and Deaton. Shaw puts it on the paint. Palmer. Smith, they look to try to get it inside to Shaw. Creel almost got there for the steal. We're down to 45 seconds in the third period. 5-on-4. That's Creel on Markham. Big pick from Smith.
Had to feel that.
Yeah. .28 seconds left, third period action. Centralia has maintained the 10-point halftime lead. Palmer resets with 16 seconds. Palmer, we're down to 8. Down low to Shaw. He turns, shoots, and scores. Moore tells the referee that he elbowed him out of the way. Harrison, too long. At the end of the third quarter, Centralia 36, Mount Vernon 24. We'll be back for the fourth right after this. Welcome back to Mount Vernon Rams basketball, brought to you by Charter Communications. In our 7th year, bringing you Mount Vernon Rams football, basketball, and gosh, I guess we've done a few Lady Rams games. We've done a few baseball games. I think that's about it. I don't think we've ever done anything else. Heck, we used to do the coaches show It was a lot of fun. It still
Did a
is.
city tournament or two, didn't you?
Yeah, we've done some city tournaments there when District 80, before that went away. I'm Rob Wilt alongside Dave Farley. They call that on Smith.
Just the second team foul.
That's his third. Jason Harrison will trigger the inbound. Wiggs talks it over with the players. Not sure what that was about. Harrison finds Creel from three. No good. Markham with the rebound. They look for Smith. Over the top for Dinkelman. From 14 feet. No good. Shaw with the rebound and scores, and he's fouled.
Boy, did a great job of sealing his man off to get that rebound. Centralia is now 17 out of 25 from the field.
That's a solid 68%, Dave Farley.
Man, nice to have a calculator right at hand here. Very good, Rob.
Shaw's first free throw is good, completes the three-point play, so I guess that's his first and only free throw on that trip. Centralia with a big 15-point lead, 39-24. Mount Vernon in trouble. 7:26. Dinkelman with a steal. Here comes Creel. Tries to foul. Dinkelman scores. He'll go to the line with the opportunity to complete the three-point play, and this one's just about to get out of hand.
Getting away from us. About midway through the third quarter, we had it down to 26-20. We also had the ball and a 7-point deficit. They stole it, got a three. It's been downhill from that point.
You're exactly right.
Looked like we were going to maybe make them stretch it out here.
Dinkelman with the free throw completes the three-point play, and it's 42-24. Blunt breaks the press.
Got to call that.
Palmer. That's the third team foul on Centralia. Mount Vernon with 4 here in the second half. Creel from 3. No good.
And we're definitely doomed if he can't find the range out there.
May see Barnfield here shortly. Harrison on Markham. Markham drives. They call
Got
it
a
on
foul on
Smith.
Smith. Backing him out of there.
Caleb Edson into the lineup replacing Big John Smith. Head coach Rick Moss lets Tom Jackson know how he feels about that call. Mount Vernon needs to score often. Parker Creel drives. Oh, he went all the way. Foul called on Dinkelman.
Went in there at the big guys.
I thought Parker was going to do that like the drive against Belleville West at that same basket at the north end here in Trout when he wrapped it around. First free throw good. Found James Wilson underneath. James Wilson with several pump fakes and finally kicked it out to Big Steve Strickland, who drained a three at the buzzer to break the hearts of Belleville West fans.
And a few Centralia Orphan fans who happen to be in the gym.
Well, their fans' hearts were broken 3 nights earlier when they lost to the Rams in, I believe, double overtime.
That's right.
They missed their free throws, which not many Centralia teams do. The 2 free throws make it 42-26. Parker Creel cuts into that lead. Centralia in command. 6:25 left, fourth period, up by 16. Markham guarded by Harrison. Blunt has Dinkelman. Moore has Shaw. Shaw backs him down.
Oh, he's a handful. Just a sophomore. He's going to be a good one.
Darris may need to flop when Shaw turns into him. I don't know if that'd work or not. Creel tried to dish it to Blunt, stolen by Dinkelman. Excellent defense by the senior. .44-26, 5:50 left. Markham in the corner. Jones, I'm not sure. I would think he's the brother.
Yeah, I'd think so too.
Edson scores, and he's fouled by Moore, the third foul on Moore. Mount Vernon going to get a timeout. Tell you what, Dave, while you take a drink, I'll take my turn with the Mount Vernon Rams basketball, brought to you by Charter Communications on CTV 10, the gallery at 30th and Broadway. Barry Jackson and the good folks at Jackson Jewelers. Carl's for men and women, Tom Williams, Kathleen Shoemaker, Ed Wheeler, Ronnie Shoemaker. Mount Vernon TV and Appliance, Dewey Klein, our good friend Randy LeMay. Kevin Martin, State Farm Insurance. Kevin does a great job. Bringing you auto, life, fire, and health insurance. Bernie Dicknight and the good folks at BFC Bicycle Fitness Center for all your biking needs. And the Harrison family at 1 Hour Martinizing, the most in dry cleaning. Cheney and Karsh Insurance, your independent insurance group. Alan Karsh and Eric Putney. Mount Vernon Networks, your local Sprint PCS dealer. King City Cash Loan and Pawn. Inventory is overflowing. Off-Broadway Dry Cleaners, they got the chamber-to-chamber, member-to-member discounts. That's J. Paul Woodrome. His son, Aaron Woodrome, one of my golfing buddies in the summer. And One Stop Flooring America, they make it a joy to decorate. That's my good buddy, Larry Lyday. Edson completes the three-point play. 47-26, a 19-point bulge. 5:20 left in the fourth period. Centralia on top. Moore down low, he scores. Jones tries to beat Harrison up the near sideline. Foul called on Jason Harrison. And I believe that Jones will go to the line to shoot 1 and 1.
And I think they got the foul on the board real quick there, Rob.
They're just too quick.
Too quick.
The guys at the scores table at Trout, too quick for me. Already had that sixth foul up there. They get it to Markham. Spins back. Jones guarded by Blunt. Markham on top to Palmer on the wing. Jones beats Blunt down the baseline. Shot up, no good. Edson with a big, strong rebound. He shoots and scores. I don't think he's missed a shot all night.
I don't think he has. He's got 11 points from my count.
Blunt, bad pass, tipped to Moore. They're going to call walking on Mount Vernon. Rams a little bit out of control here. 4:21 left, down 49-28.
17 turnovers against the Rams now.
Smith replaces the sophomore Shaw. I don't know if we got anyone in the program that can handle Shaw.
I don't think so.
Moore nearly gets a steal from Edson. Edson in trouble in the corner. What's the call? Timeout. Centralia. Excellent job by head coach Rick Moss to get a timeout. He saw that his senior Edson was in trouble.
Looks at him, points to his head. I'm pretty sure he means use your brains there, Caleb. I don't think he means cut your hair like I did. But I think he got his point across.
I hope that's not what he means.
Of course, who am I to talk?
Yeah, that's right. I think he might have got that haircut from you.
He got it from me?
Yeah.
I've been accused of getting it from him. It goes either way, I guess. I didn't know about it till the basketball season started.
Sad thing is I'm not too far behind you guys.
Hey, it's a viable option, Rob.
I may have to get me some plugs. I'm thinking plugs. I'm going to that Bosley Medical Clinic. Over the timeline, flies Jones. They call Deaton on the reach in, and Jones will shoot the 1-and-1. 4:06 left in this one.
That final 4:06 could take forever, folks.
Jones' first free throw, no good. Deaton with the rebound. Smith had to back off with those 4 fouls. And that last foul on Deaton was his third. 17 fouls on Mount Vernon, 5 on the Orphans. Blunt tries to bounce it down low, kicked away by Jason Palmer. They'll reset the shot clock and be Mount Vernon ball out of bounds.
I caught that.
If I was reffing, I'd love that call. You get to kick your leg out, twirl your finger, reset the shot clock. My other favorite call when I refereed was the loose ball foul. I love the loose ball foul. Harrison from 3. Yes, Jason Harrison knocks it down.
I think that's his first 3 of his career.
No, he makes those all the time.
Oh, yeah.
49, 31, 325. Jones gets it to Dinkelman. Harrison bumps Dinkelman. He'll shoot 1-and-1 with 3:20 left. Dinkelman's free throw good. Second off the back iron.
Do they get Shaw?
They call it on Shaw.
That's a pretty cheap foul.
That foul on Shaw is his second. Full court pressure from the Orphans.
They go off.
Back it off.
Back it off.
Number 22, sophomore Michael Dogan into the Mount Vernon lineup. Harrison on top. Picked up by Palmer. Harrison drives into the paint. Crashes in.
A little bit out of control.
Charging the call.
Smith with the 4 fouls. Hangs in there.
Stood his ground. That's 4 fouls on Harrison.
18 turnovers on the Rams.
Full court pressure from Mount Vernon. Shaw inbounds. Finds Dinkelman. Back to Shaw. Pretty good ball handler for a 6'6" sophomore.
Sure is.
Dinkelman finds Markham. Smith open on the opposite wing. Markham behind the back between the legs. Looking good with the ball handling. Try to double Dinkelman. He finds Markham. Markham looking. Finds Dinkelman. Oh, nearly stolen. Markham comes out of there with it, gets it to Dinkelman, and he's going to back it out. Oh, he finds Edson, who shoots and scores.
Hadn't missed, 13 points.
The microwave, Caleb Edson makes it 52-31. Mount Vernon going to get a timeout. It'll be a full timeout with 2:12 remaining. Centralia 52, Mount Vernon 31. We'll be at Marion tomorrow night. Hopefully Mount Vernon will be able to get up again on the road at a very dangerous Marion Wildcat team. They've struggled, but now they've got their 6'5" senior Miles James back. and he makes a Twin Towers tandem with Greg Beam, the 6'6 senior, almost as formidable as Shaw and Smith.
And they got a kid named Duffy that goes along with him, 6'3". He's pretty strong, and we're going to have our hands full again tomorrow night. We better get over this one and be ready to play.
And we want to invite everybody out to Chagnon Gym next Wednesday. The Belleville-Altoff Lady Crusaders come to town.
Pack the place night.
It'll be packed a place, and most likely will decide the South 7 Girls Conference Championship.
They had a great crowd last night at Chagnon to see the Lady Rams win.
They held off the Lady Wildcats of Marion 60-59. That'll set up the championship bout on Wednesday night. Parker Creel drives with the badge, hits the bottom of the backboard. Should have gone with the left hand on that. Well, it's all over but the shouting. 1:45 remaining. Orphans up by 21. Barnfield will check in at the next stoppage of play. Fitzpatrick also at the scorer's table. Harrison going to find a seat after his 5th foul, sends Palmer to the line. Palmer will shoot 2. Orphans in the super bonus.
Sophomore is going to get a chance to play. And the Orphan fans below us feeling awfully good.
As well they should. The Orphans moved to 18-4 on the season, 5-1 in the South 7 Conference. Mount Vernon will move to 14-6, 3-3 in South 7 action. Number 30, Jordan Queen, into the Centralia lineup, and the junior is an excellent track star. As a sophomore last year, won both the 110-meter highs and the 300-meter intermediate hurdles in the South 7 Conference track meet. And that's a rare accomplishment for a sophomore to win both those hurdles races in the varsity meet. Barnfield, Suber, Fitzpatrick, Deaton, and Dogan. 4 sophomores and a senior. Barnfield from 3. No good. Number 42, Roland Miller. 6-foot sophomore brings it up. 22 is Blake Friels. He's a senior. We're down to 38 seconds in this one. 54-31, Centralia. We're down to 12 seconds. Palmer. That's going to do it. Centralia 54, Mount Vernon 31. Dave Farley, your assessment of tonight's ball game.
First game last year, we took a serious whipping from Centralia in the championship game of the Salem tournament. We didn't get down then. We